first down yardage. And the official on the far side of the field looks like he's going to give him enough for a first down. The knee may have been down. And now they move the ball back. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1 as that tackle was made by Trey Brown.
You got A.J. Brown. Looks like he's a little banged up. I tell you, those contested catches, he's as good as anybody in the game at making those. And this never gets old. It does for defenses. As Hurts on the brotherly shove, the tush push, the quarterback sneak, whatever you want to call it, gets to. Well, I saw where the commissioner came out and said, no, a lot of people thought it was a foregone conclusion. It was going to be banned at the end of the season. He said, no, we're all still looking at it. And, I thought it was going to be banned after last year, and now, I don't know, I've kind of enjoyed watching it. I hope it sticks around. Well, it's a copycat league, and nobody's been able to copy it. That's right. And do it like the Eagles.
Swift here. That for Jalen Hurts, by the way, is 18 straight conversions on 3rd or 4th and 1. And he doesn't just get it by the nose of the football. I mean, they go forward by a couple of yards here in this moment and most of the time.
Well, when they got inside the 5-yard line on that opening possession with 2nd down, I expected that we would see it 3 straight times if that's what it was required to get it in. Because they are moving the pile and picking up such positive yards.
2nd and 6. Here's a keeper by Hurts. Gets to the edge. He's been bothered by a bad left knee, but he's able to gallop out of bounds with a first down as he picks up 6.
I do think in times like what Philadelphia has been going through here over the last few weeks, I do think having a quarterback like Jalen Hurts is a real advantage for Philadelphia. A guy who's just so even keel. When we talk to him, whether tough times, good times, he's still as chill as he can be. And, he's able to weather some of these emotional roller coasters.
Here's Swift. Gets 4. Well, the numbers that have piled up. The gained first downs just by running the ball. He's tied for 2nd most across the entire league. And he's become a tremendous pocket passer. His completion percentage in the pocket leads the NFL at 72%. There was a time when all these defenses played them to make Jalen Hurts beat them throwing the football, and then he proved he could do that last year in the big plays. Now they try to take those away. Here's A.J. Brown, makes the catch and has a first down at the 35. Reek Woolen back in the game, makes the stop at a gain of 10. And they come right back to A.J. Brown and off coverage with Reek Woolen. And, I know there's a lot of conversation about spreading the ball to other people. But what you hope for is one-on-one coverage, and they've got good players that can win in those matchups. And here's Swift just zigzagging his way for another first down. Got a good block from Jason Kelsey, who at 36 is still elite. He's the oldest player to start.
I want to give her a bath, but I also want to introduce it as a gift. Like, not a gift, but like, I want to make her a moment. She really has the same leg for her. So before you put your head down,
is what impresses me as much as
I want to roll the bed.
he pulled again on that play, but on that big run by DeAndre Swift 2 plays ago, it was Jason Kelsey leading the way, and we see it so many times when they're running the quarterback draw. He's the guy who's out in front, and at 37 years old, usually what starts to go is your legs, but he still is moving as well as he ever has. This might be his swan song. I hope that it's not, because he continues to play at an awfully high level and such a great leader for this Eagles team. By the way, you're making him 37. He's 36. Okay. All right. 2nd and 8. Hurts keeps. He's getting a block from the tight end Stoll. And Hurts is brought down at the 20 with a gain of just 2. Kelsey may someday just hang it up because he's tired of playing, but it's not because he's become ineffective in the later stages of his career. It's 3rd down at 6.
Oh, Dugga. Did we eat good? Did we eat good? Oh. This is me. This is Christmas dinner, by the way. Fortunately, they didn't have a black man.
You want a massage tonight? Want a massage tonight? No, I'm good, but I can eat one now. I got 20 minutes for you. Pick your body parts. Pick 4 of them. I was gonna get you a pillow.
Huh?
I was gonna get you a pillow. I was gonna buy one. I just like, I don't even know if she uses pillows.
A body pillow?
A pillow or something to help you use your back. I was gonna buy you.
I think it was the way I was aligned. I don't know. But that would have been appreciated too.
I was like, I don't know if she even uses pillows. I know I don't use pillows, and like, I mean, you never.
I do use pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I don't use pillows.
I know. Oh, my ponytail holder. That's my ponytail holder.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll put it back. I haven't been using yours, by the way. I've been using my same one.
You can use them. I just.
Well, I know, but last time you said I took all of them.
You did. That you did.
See, but I don't want to do that again because I'll just forget. I do that to me myself. I just forget them or lose them somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask you. I'm about to tell you, like, I know you know this already, but I know I be over here, like, a lot. And she ever be like, Kennedy, don't come today. Or it's like, you know, like, you just rather kind of do stuff on your own.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
Are you going to tell me?
Yeah.
I would like you to tell me. In a nice way, of course, so it doesn't make me feel like you're, like, being annoyed by me, but, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you good. Look at the massage, please. I'll do it as deep as you like.
Said what?
I said I'll do it as deep as you like.
That's what they called. That cost him 5, and the Eagles at 3.
If you get a chance, can you make a cup of hot water to drink?
The hot water?
Yeah, my throat hurt a little bit.
I'll make you that hot water. I'll do it right before I get in the shower. But you should also gargle it with salt as well.
Okay, I'll do it. Thanks.
Are you betting against the team? They're so soft against the wind, and their secondary's trash. Just remember to axe that and lose.
This holiday season, give your family the gift that keeps on going. Energizer Ultimate Living. The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Where'd you want to serve?
your spouse's parent or grandparents served in the military, you could join USAA.
Yeah, my grandpa did. So I'm already in, but I was talking about your serve.
Oh.
USAA for the military community.
When you're with Amex, you can get closer to what you love. That's the powerful vacuum of American Express. Week 16 kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:50 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
The Capital One Orange Bowl. The ACC champions Seminoles face an SEC test against Kirby Smart and the Dogs. Georgia and Florida State, Saturday, December 30th at 4 on ESPN.
You see the difference? The ball control for the Eagles. They've had scoring drives of 15 and 16 plays. Seattle, their offense has run a total of 9 plays.
Hey, I'm in a game now.
But they're about to get
I'm in a game now.
10 now with under 6.5 to go in the half. It starts to put a lot of pressure on this offense and Drew Lock to get something.
Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today on to week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You look at this Arizona defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball but they'll say it's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Pulled in at the 24. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Hold it ready.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. When you talk about this Seahawks defense, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
That was caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw here, Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Brock Wright, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 more yards there and another first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
Go, get out there.
Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead. Done good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So Dunn now following the score, back out to send this away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Huntley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, 47.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Done good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They run over center with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. That's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Cunningham looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Cunningham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here's Cunningham. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, Cunningham. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Four receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken around the 12. And just shutting him off there. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He's going deep for Brown. That is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now Cunningham. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Cunningham. This one hauled in by Sample. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Cardinals have come back to make it a 2-point game. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott now on second down. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action now, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, Prescott again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, it's Prescott. Going deep for Walker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Cunningham's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down, here's Mitchell. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Cunningham to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they have regained the lead. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Prescott off play action. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Prescott. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Seahawks 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on third down, Cunningham. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Hines now on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this
situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
There'll be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hines. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at the 26-yard line.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swing the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. We'll get this up to about the 44. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Prescott. This is Fant on the short completion. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go, 46.
2nd down, Prescott. And Walker has it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
But his offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Cunningham's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cunningham. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts to finish. There he goes, left side. How about this? He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. And that run massively increased his production in this game. And now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Cunningham. Flushed out right. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Here's 2nd down. Cunningham looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now 1st and goal. Here's Cunningham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them.
And field position leads you to that type of play calling in there, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they're giving up that type of field position, the fans just switch to their opponent.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.